Step back in time to an era of horror and cruelty, where the greed of one man led to the suffering of millions. Join us as we uncover the dark history of the Congo Free State under King Leopold II and the most brutal punishments used on the Congolese people. The Congo Free State was a private state in Africa that was controlled by King Leopold II of Belgium from 1885 to 1908. During this time, the Congo Free State was known for its brutal treatment of the local population and the horrific punishments used to maintain control. One of the most infamous punishments used in the Congo Free State was the forced labor system. Congolese men, women, and children were forced to work in the rubber and ivory industries with the use of violence and intimidation. Those who refused to work were subjected to brutal beatings, amputations, and other forms of violence. The labor was grueling, with long hours and harsh conditions, leading to many deaths from exhaustion and disease. Another common punishment in the Congo Free State was flogging. This was a form of corporal punishment that involved whipping someone with a whip or cane. This punishment was used for a variety of crimes, including failing to meet rubber production quotas, disobeying orders, and even theft. The floggings were often carried out in public and were designed to be a public spectacle to deter others from committing similar crimes. A third form of punishment used in the Congo Free State was mutilation. This involved amputating limbs or cutting off body parts, such as hands or ears, as a form of punishment for crimes such as theft or failing to meet rubber production quotas. The amputations were often performed without anesthesia and resulted in severe pain and suffering for the victim. The amputations were also meant to serve as a warning to others, as the amputees were often forced to display their wounds in public. In addition to these forms of physical punishment, there were also psychological punishments used in the Congo Free State. One of these was the use of imprisonment. Those who were arrested were often subjected to harsh conditions with little or no food and water and no medical care. This was meant to break the will of the prisoners and force them to comply with the demands of the state. Another form of psychological punishment was the use of fear. The Congolese population was constantly subjected to violence and intimidation, with random acts of violence and cruel punishments used to maintain control. The fear generated by these acts of violence was meant to keep the population in check and prevent resistance or rebellion. Despite the brutal nature of the punishments used in the Congo Free State, the world remained largely unaware of the atrocities committed there. This was in part due to the lack of reliable information and the difficulty of traveling to the remote region. However, a number of brave individuals, including missionaries and journalists, spoke out against the injustices, and eventually, public pressure led to the international community taking action. In 1908, the Congo Free State was officially transformed into the Belgian Congo, a colony of the Belgian government. The brutal punishments used under Leopold II were officially banned, and efforts were made to improve the living conditions of the Congolese population. However, many of the same issues persisted, and it would take several more decades of struggle and activism before real change was brought to the region. The legacy of the Congo Free State under Leopold II serves as a stark reminder of the capacity for human cruelty and the need for continued vigilance against oppressive systems. The horrific punishments imposed on the Congolese people, including forced labor, floggings, mutilation, imprisonment, and the use of fear, were meant to maintain control and exploit the population for the benefit of the state. However, despite the world remaining largely unaware of these injustices, the bravery of a few individuals helped to bring about change and bring light to the situation. These involved individuals put their lives on the line to speak out against the atrocities being committed, and their actions helped to bring about reforms that improved the lives of the Congolese people. In conclusion, the story of the Congolese Free State serves as a powerful reminder of the importance of speaking out against injustice and the potential for individuals to make a difference. It is a cautionary tale that highlights the dangers of unchecked power and the need for continued vigilance against oppressive systems. We must continue to remember this history and work towards creating a more equitable and just world. So there you have it, folks. That concludes today's video. I hope you enjoyed learning about this topic as much as I enjoyed creating it for you. If you found this information valuable, don't forget to give it a thumbs up and share it with your friends and family. And if you want to see more content like this, make sure to hit the subscribe button and join our community. Together, let's continue to expand our knowledge and explore the world around us. See you in the next video.